Hello, YouTubers and all oncers out there. Again, it is time to review Once Upon a Time, Season 4, Episode 2, Whiteout. Oh my god, I'm dying. Oh god, get off my face! Quick bit of trivia for this episode. The title Whiteout is actually one of the names of the scores on the Frozen soundtrack. Alright, let's dive right into this episode. The episode was written by Jane Espenson. I might be mispronouncing her name, so I'm really sorry, but she is a really talented writer. Her, Adam, and Eddie, probably my favorites for all the writing on Once Upon a Time. This episode is pretty much flashbacks of when Anna meets David when he's a shepherd, and when Elsa and Emma finally meet, and that whole ordeal, and I'm going to talk about that ordeal in a second. Alright, so I'm going to talk about the flashback right now, because honestly, it was my least favorite part of the episode, and I don't want to talk about it later. The flashback takes place when Anna goes to meet David, and David somehow knows Kristoff. I'm assuming that relationship is going to be explored at some other point. So Anna in the flashback really gives David the confidence he needs to defeat the warlord Bo Peep. Come on, Bo Peep, really a warlord? And she has a magical staff and she brands people. It's creative, but it was not what I thought would ever happen. Like, that was not foreshadowed at all, so that was kind of weird. I get the point of having Anna interact with David. I really get that, and I like that because now we kind of see where his courage comes from. However, the fact that Bo Peep was the bad guy, more or less, Anna shows David how to fight. Bo Peep kidnaps Anna. David goes and saves Anna, like David does. After David saves Anna, Bo Peep is defeated, and David and his mother are happy, and then David's mother gives Anna Rumpelstiltskin's name, and Anna says it. Then we see Rumpelstiltskin holding that orb from the first episode where he goes, hee, and that's pretty much the flashback. All right, I'm done talking about the flashback. In Storybrooke, Regina is pushing Henry away. Mary Margaret is dealing with the power outage that Elsa caused because Elsa is trying to find Anna. And then Emma is freezing to death, and she bonds with Elsa. Well, she's freezing, but she doesn't actually die, thankfully. Regina was barely in this episode. She barely spoke for 2 minutes. But I get why they didn't have her in, because it was really trying to focus on Elsa and Emma's relationship and what that's going to become. But to really cut out Lana Priya, who's such an essential character in this episode, I don't know. I wasn't a big fan. I love the end where Henry is banging on the door and he's saying, "Mom, let me in. This is my house. This is my room. I'm going to come back every day till you let me in." I like that because we're not really seeing how much Henry loves Regina too much in the show, especially in season 1, because he clearly did not love her that much. So I love that Henry misses Regina. When Emma meets Elsa, she gets scared, and then Elsa inadvertently causes the room to collapse when she meets David and Hook, and then they get stuck in a cave, obviously, where Emma starts to freeze. Also, another thing I wanted to say really quick was when Elsa and Emma fell into the cavern, it was the same buzzing sound that happened in Frozen when Elsa's chandelier in her ice palace fell. I really liked how Emma and Elsa were talking and how Emma told Elsa she can't control her magic. And then Emma actually tells Elsa about what's going on in her life, and Elsa bonds with her too. These two characters are going to become friends, according to the writers of the show, and I really like this friendship so far. When Mary Margaret went, "I just cast a little curse," that's a no-no, because the dark curse is a big curse. It's called the freaking Dark Curse, okay? It's a big curse. It ripped an entire land into Storybrooke. So she needs to really take responsibility for enacting the curse. And I get that they're trying to make her mayor and that's her new job, but she really has to make sure she steps into this correctly because it is her fault they're back in Storybrooke, and she did it to save her baby, not to save everyone. Another thing I loved about the episode is Elsa, when she first meets Emma, when they fall into the pit, is Elsa threatens to freeze over Storybrooke. She clearly can't do it because she doesn't have control. But I just liked how determined she is. Elsa is really cool. The only thing I did not like was when Elsa put her hands like this, ice went around them, and then the wall of ice actually kind of looked a little lame for its visual effects. I mean, I can't hate it. I mean, it looked cool for what it was, but it wasn't the best. I really loved the episode. The only question I wish that one of them asked Elsa was, how did she get into Storybrooke? Because none of them know who Elsa is, and David does know who Anna is, and David is going to help Elsa find Anna, but none of them are really curious as to why Elsa's there. I'm hoping that will be addressed soon. The end of it, with Elizabeth Mitchell as the Snow Queen, that's who she will be next week, was really cool, where she froze over the liquid ice cream, or the milk to become vanilla ice cream, and then she leans against the freezer, and then it freezes, we see all the ice appear, and it was the same music that appeared when Elsa came into Storybrooke in season 3. So that was cool. So now we have our villain And next week, also, we have Hans. He'll be in this episode too. Overall, for a rating of the episode, I would give it a 4 out of 5. It just didn't answer every question I was hoping it would answer. I'm glad it introduced the villain. The flashback with Bo Peep, no. Please don't bring Bo Peep back again. I get they needed some way to find Anna, but they could have used any other form of magic to find her. No Bo Peep. So the episode is a 4 out of 5 for me. It is a cool episode. I love season 4 so far. Overall, for everyone who's watching my review and is into Once Upon a Time, I'm curious what you guys think about Elsa's ice magic, like, you know, how the ice covered her hands or just the visual effects right now. I'm thinking they're going to improve and get better. I just really didn't like when they covered her hand. I thought that was weird. But, you know, I've said it 3 times. Episodes 4 to 5. I can't wait for next week. It's going to be even better, it looks like. The show is awesome. All right, guys, I am done with my review of Whiteout. Please tell me what you guys thought about the episode and the review. I am so interested to hear everyone's thoughts because this is the coolest show ever, and I love it. Pun intended, yes, it is cool. I have art book reviews, movie reviews, and Blu-ray reviews all coming out this week. Please comment on the video. Let me know what you thought. Like the video. That always helps. I love seeing the likes. Subscribe if you enjoy me talking. I hope you do. And follow me on Twitter if you want to talk. Twitter's the best place to talk to me because, honestly, YouTube comments just are sometimes annoying, and I like Twitter the best. So, Twitter, that's where to find me. I will be back with Once Upon a Time next Sunday, and I will be back tomorrow with an art book review. All right, guys. See ya.